Oh, well, good morning. It must be time for another I'm too lazy to get out of bed workout. Oh, this is like deja vu for me. This is the second time I've said this today because my battery died and I didn't notice. So technology, the beauties of. So today, you are getting out of doing the planks and the push-ups because I already did them. And I did such a good job at describing them. And we did it with the timer. And we did 15 and everything. And I was so sad that, when I went to turn off the camera, it was already off. So anyhow, so you get out of those today. But don't get used to it because we're going back to them tomorrow. So that kind of blew my whole thing, didn't it? So let's do some butt lifts and some of the bridge things. Do some real flat on your back stuff. So you're going to lift and push it down and lift and really squeeze right through here. And you should feel it in your thighs and come down and lift. And I really can tighten my abs in this position too. And come down and lift. And come down. Hey, I can set the timer and we can do this for a whole minute. Let's do that. We just did a couple of warm-ups. And come down. And let's do this. Okay. So get ready to start our minutes. Okay, so here's the start of our minute. And up. And down. And up. And down. And up. And down. And squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release. And I am really squeezing my glutes on this, guys. That's actually where I'm getting most of the motion from, is just squeezing my glutes. And down. And squeeze. And down. And I'm really starting to feel a little pain right there. But the good kind of pain, the I've been working out kind of pain. All right. So that was our first minute. And now let's do some forward leg raises. We'll do a minute on each leg. So I'm up on my elbows for this. And we're just raising the leg. We're not going all the way to, no, I guess we could. I don't think that's causing any range of motion issue. But let's just go to a 45. And my foot is flexed. And this should be really easy when you start. And then get not so easy after a little while. Like for me, it's starting to not get so easy. So I don't know how far we are into. Our minute is almost up. And let's switch legs. So get ready. And other leg. And lift. Oh, this one's much tighter. I'm having a hard time even keeping my foot flexed. Now, usually when I do leg exercises like this, the first leg is always easier than the second leg because the other leg has been doing some sort of support while I'm doing my exercise. So it's no surprise that this leg was a little bit harder to start off with, but also it's a little tighter. It's harder for me to even keep my legs straight. So that's interesting to me. So if, one leg is different than the other, apparently it's probably pretty normal. Again, only work within your limitations and strength abilities. And this is really, and that was our minute. Let's do our froggies. Let's go all the way down, palms of the feet together, and go up. Palms of the feet, soles of the feet, whatever. And so we'll do froggies for a minute. So bring down and push up, and bring it down and push it up, and bring it down and push it up, and bring it down and push it up, bring it down and push it up, and up, and up, and up. Oh, I could be imparting some sort of wisdom on you right now, since I've got the little timer. And up and down. And froggy. A froggy sat on a log and sang galump, galump. Although the little froggy could not sing so very well, oh, how he could jump. All right, so there was our minute of froggies. And so we just did 5 minutes of exercises. So let's try some more. We'll just stay with legs. We'll make this a leg day, especially since you didn't even do your push-ups. Do your push-ups on your own. That's your homework assignment. Okay, so let's get into position. Okay, good. The camera was still recording. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of different leg exercises to the side. So we're going to stack our hips. I'm going to go ahead and let you bring this knee forward. Put the hand under the head to support the neck. We don't want to have our neck in any weird angle, so try to make sure your neck is in line with your spine. Your hips are stacked, and after doing that last exercise, you will actually notice it if you unstack your hips, because you'll start working that same muscle again, and it will protest because it already got worked out. So now a hand here, and we're going to lift to the side. So this is a trial run. This isn't part of our minute. There, now we're starting our minute. So toes facing forward and working that side. So go down and come up and down and up. And I'm keeping my foot flexed on this. And it's not a very big movement. If you're getting too much range of motion, your hips probably aren't stacked. Because if your hips are sideways, like they're supposed to be doing the same exercise I'm doing, our legs just can't go all the way out to the side unless you're some sort of contortionist or really good at side splits, because that's the area we're working out here. So if you can go much past a 45, your hips aren't probably stacked, and you're probably working your thighs at your anyhow. Okay, so now we're gonna stop this real quick and start it over. And so now we're gonna do the opposite leg, same position, except this leg's gonna go across, and it's the lower leg that we're gonna be working this time. So now we're going to be working the inner thigh. So here we go. Let's start this off. So, and this is a really small movement. So you're just lifting just a little bit. But as you see, okay, so here's our minute. So you're just lifting a little teeny bit. This is a very small motion, but the inner thigh doesn't take much to get stressed out. So here we go, and we're lifting and lifting and lifting, lift and lift and lift and lift. And after this, we'll reposition and we'll do everything again on the other side. I think, yeah, and we'll do that. We could do another leg lift on this side, but we already did those at the quads. So we'll just do the sides. So once this minute is over, which is a really long minute, so keep lifting, lift. All right, we have 5 seconds to get to the other side. Oh, we didn't make it. We didn't make it. So here we go. So let's get into our position. My foot's going to be cut off, sorry. All right, here we go. So we got our head cradled. I've got my ear in the crook of my elbow, and we're going to start with our hips stacked and bring that foot forward so that we're in the same position as we were on the other side. And I don't know how much longer we've got of this minute before it's up. I suppose I can start just a couple. So make sure your hips are stacked and you're not, if your knee is up, obviously you can go a lot further than if your hips are stacked like they're supposed to be. So your toe should be facing the wall. If your toe is facing the ceiling, it's a different exercise, which we already did. So make sure on this one, toe is facing the wall. So here's our minute, and let's go. And lift. And lift. And again, this shouldn't be a very big movement, much bigger than the inner thigh that we were doing. But if you're getting too much of a range of motion, check your toe position, because your hips probably are not stacked and you're working out a different part of your body. So we try to keep on the same page. Here we go. And really starting to feel this, because this is the second leg, of course. And so it's already gotten a little bit of a workout being the support leg. And down and up and down and up. Woo! And I'm feeling it. Oh, good. I'm glad that's over. Okay, so get back into position to do that inner thigh. So this leg's over, and lift and lift and lift. And again, this is a really small movement. And we'll do a minute of these, and lift and lift and lift and lift and lift. Ooh, a little teeny movement there. But it's enough to get a little bit of exercise there going. Getting some isometrics things done. So yeah, just think, as long as you get your little workouts done first thing in the morning, you have something that you can reflect on all day that you accomplished. For me, getting to meet with you is something I can be proud of all day. All right, so let's do some stretches for that. Okay, so a stretch for the outer thigh. You're gonna tuck one leg under and one leg over and sit up, and let's do it for a minute. Let's start our timer. Okay, so you're kind of wrapped up like a pretzel, and you're going to sit up really straight and hold it, and get ready for our minute. So the ticking is the minute. So there we go. So shoulders are down and back, hugging that knee to your chest, And you should feel it all right through here. Kind of a glute stretch and a little bit of an outer thigh stretch as well. So make sure you're sitting up. And then after this minute is up, we'll give ourselves 5 seconds to switch to the other leg. So there we go. It is almost done. The app screen is up, so I can't even tell. So we'll just hold this position until we get our jingle jingle. Minute's a long time when you're just sitting still. Oh, seems like an awful long minute. Okay, 5 seconds, go to the other side. This leg underneath, this leg over, and hug it to your chest. Of course, I really did have to hold that other one a little bit longer than a minute because I was ready before my timer started. Okay, and keep your chin up, back straight, and you should really feel it all through right here through your hamstring and your gluteus maximus. And so there we go. So this is a really good stretch for that. And you just hold it and kind of sit and meditate and think about how you want your day to go, and if there's a conflict, how you will choose to approach it, and kind of, take this time to kind of collect yourself and do a little mini meditations. Of course, it's hard to do when I'm yakking at you, huh? Okay, so there we go. So let me pause that. No, stop. There we go. Okay, so that was a nice little stretch. And then we're going to do a stretch here, which you can't see my feet. There we go. So you're going to sit up, and we'll start the timer. So we have 5 seconds to get, apparently it started over at the same spot. There we go. And so we have 5 seconds to get into position. So you want your toes flexed, your back straight, and lean forward. And if you're doing this in the rigid position that I'm in, with your back straight, you might not be able to go very far forward. I was very shocked the first time I did this with proper form, because I was always taught to just, grab my toes, and I've never had a problem grabbing my toes before. But when I do it in proper position, I can just barely touch my toes. And if I'm truly keeping my back straight, it's really hard for me. So just grab it as far down as you can. You might not even be able to reach your knees. I know I feel very challenged at this point. Ooh, okay. So that is the one way to do it. And then the old-fashioned way to do it, which I'm much better at, is to round that back and go ahead and grab those toes or your shins or wherever you can comfortably reach to. And we're just going to hang on it and stretch out this way. So now my back is completely rounded and stretching down and getting a little bit of a spine and arm stretch in it, as well as the hamstrings. Now, the more you flex your feet, the deeper the stretch is going to be in those hamstrings. I caught myself not flexing my feet a minute ago, and it was a lot easier. Like, if you point your toes, you can go down a lot further, or I can anyhow, than if I have my feet flexed. So there's a lot of different ways to change up that particular stretch. So let's do another thigh muscle stretch. So we're going to just go back and go back as far as you can and just press up a little on your tushy. So I'm on my elbows and my knees and with my feet tucked under me, and I'm pressing up just slightly because I can't press up very hard. And this is really, really stretching out my quads. So there we go. So hold, hold, hold. Really stretching out those quads. Wow. Really stretching them. A lot of tension. So, but I'm pressing up with my tushy. So I guess maybe it's not as much of a pure stretch as it is a little bit of an exercise too. Okay, stop that ticking. All right, so there we did some leg exercises. We did some leg stretches. Let's see, what else should we do? Feel a little off my game after that first battery diage. Let's get into another exercise. Okay, let's get in position to do our wheels. And maybe we'll call it a day. We'll see. I've got the timer set up. I've never done it with the timer before. So the timer I have set up is for 15-second rests with 10-second wheels. So we'll try it. Usually I just count to 20 real fast. So we'll see if 10 seconds, how long these 10 seconds are. Okay, so if you can't do these, again, just go back and do those bridges like we were doing earlier, except just hold it and add the stretch to it. So we have, we start with the rest. So we're starting with our feet tucked under, hands tucked under. So this is also known as a back bend, or at least that's what we called it when I was a kid. And as soon as that ticking goes, it's time to go up and hold it for our 10 seconds. Let's see if this is a very long 10 seconds. Kind of seems like a long 10 seconds. And come down. And so we have 15 seconds of down. And so there we go. Except it's hard to tell how long to do my wrist circles. And go up. Oh, that one was hard. I don't know if you could tell how hard it was just now for me to get into this position. Wow, that was difficult for me. And come down. And 15 seconds of circles. And I'm going to add a little bit more time to the circles when we do this again with the timer. Okay, get back into the position. And go up. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I'm so used to counting. 10 seconds is about the right amount of time, I guess. Okay, so we did our 3 wheels. I'm going to stop the timer. Alrighty, folks. So, we did our wheels. I did my planks and my push-ups. I did the combination today where you hold your plank for 10 seconds and then do a 3-second push-up. If you want to do the same exercise I did that the camera so rudely did not capture. So anyhow, so remember, today is the first day of the rest of your life. And make it a good life. Goodness my, it is your choice. You can choose to be happy. You can choose to be sad. You can choose to be mad. You could choose to be productive. You could choose to be lazy. But make it conscious. Don't just let life happen to you. Take your life. It's yours. Make it whatever you want. Just a lump of clay we all are, and we design ourselves how we feel like it, whether we know it or not. You can leave yourself to be a lump, and you will be a lump forever, or you can try to mold yourself into what you want to be. And even if we don't have that great of artistic talent and we can't make the type and beautiful sculpture that we want to make, most of us can at least get to where someone else can tell what we're trying to do. So put that kind of effort into your life at the very least. You want an outside observer to be able to tell that you were making something with your life and you didn't just leave yourself as a big blob of clay, unmolded. So really take some time and think about what you want to make of yourself. Do you want to be that blob of clay, or do you want to be something recognizable? Do you want to have something? What's most important to you? Obviously, your health should be important to you, because if you don't have your health, you ain't got nothing. Sorry for my improper language. I'm pretty sure "ain't" is in the dictionary now. But family is always important. Having people, loved ones around you, even if they're not your blood relatives, you can choose your family. When you're a kid, you really don't have any choice about who your family is. But as a grown-up person, you can choose your family, and you're always related to the same people, but you can choose to include other people in your family as well. So make sure that you're taking care of your family, take care of your health, eat delicious and nutritious food. Life is too short to eat bad food. Appreciate how things taste. Don't just salt everything right off the bat. You can get used to really enjoying the taste of food. Growing up, I did like everybody, and I put butter and milk and sugar on my oatmeal, and it took a lot of effort to get over that habit. But I actually kind of like the taste of oatmeal now, so I just put oats and water and eat it that way, and I appreciate the oaty taste of it as opposed to the sugar taste of it. So don't be let's see, what does Zig say? Zig says something about don't be a wandering generality, be something specific. Oh, I don't remember what it is. Anyhow, have a great day, and stay positive, and remember that you are choosing how you feel, even if you don't feel like you're making that choice. You are. So choose to have a good day, and choose to come back and see me tomorrow. And if you like my little exercises, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. And check out my sister site, explorelink.com, and all that stuff. And because Zig Ziglar says, if you help enough other people get what you want, you can get everything you want. And I actually want to help you. So that is one of my goals, and my lump of clay is turning into someone who is a helper. So that is my goal. All right, so signing off. Have a great day.